Good morning. Welcome to City Cooks. The recipe that I am going to do today is how to cook pork chops or fried chicken. I use the same basic recipe. I choose my seasonings that I like, and those seasonings can be salt or seasonal, pepper. It can be black or cayenne. It can be garlic powder, onion powder, accent. And then you need, for breading, you need flour, you need oil for cooking, and you need a frying pan. I am using a cast iron skillet, and I am going to use oil. That oil can be any type that you prefer. You may like canola, peanuts, sunflower, vegetable, but you have to have oil if you are doing deep frying. How much oil? I put about half of the bottle, depending upon the frying pan that I'm using. You don't want to fill your frying pan with too much oil because it may bubble over when it's frying. So make sure that you eyeball it and you leave enough room for the frying process to take place. Now, so you're going to put that in the oil in the skillet, and you're going to turn that oil on low. You don't want your oil too hot when you get ready to fry your pork chops or your chicken. So turn your heat on low and let it start to warm up. Then you're going to prepare your meat. I usually lay down a piece of wax paper and I wash my meat, and then I start to season it. So you're going to layer your meat or season your meat lightly, like you were painting a watercolor. You're not going to put too much of anything on there, but you use your wrist action to lightly season your meat with each one of those. On one side, flip it over, season the other side. Now, some people put their seasoning inside of a bag, but I prefer to put it on my meat. So once you have everything seasoned, you're going to put it inside of a baggie with your cup of flour, and you're going to lightly shake it. And it was kind of hard to shake it while I was holding the camera at the same time, but shake it and cover each one of your pieces of pork chop or chicken with the flour. Now note the time on the clock. It's 8:04. It takes about 14 minutes to cook a piece of pork chop or a piece of chicken. So you're going to lightly place your pork chop in your hot skillet. Don't throw it in there, but lightly place it in there. And you're going to leave it frying there on one side for about 7 minutes or until it is brown. You might need to adjust your temperature if the browning process is not taking place. And of course you can see that by the edges because they are immersed in oil, whether they're getting brown or not. It is important that you don't keep flipping your pork chop back and forth, back and forth. You know it takes about 14 minutes, so at 7 minutes, look and see whether or not it's brown. Or if you see that it's getting too brown too quick, turn your heat down. But you must cook your meat thoroughly. So, just let it fry. And one of the things about frying is that pork chop especially, you need to have slit the edges with your kitchen scissors in about 3 places so that it doesn't rise up in the middle. Pork chop does that sometimes, and you want to make sure that you have slit it so it won't rise up and it'll stay flat. So let that process take place, and you need to make sure that you have enough oil around it so that it can cook. So don't crowd your pan but make sure you have enough in your pan. Okay, and so I have 3 or 4 pork chops in my pan. Now, again, notice your temperature. You can adjust it. I turn it up a little bit, and then I continued frying my pork chop. Now, you know that, and I flipped it over, and it's cooking on the other side, and we note the time that it's almost time to take that pork chop out. And when I take that pork chop out, I just cut it, and you don't see any red blood. It is done all the way. Now, the number of minutes that it takes to cook depends upon the thickness of your meat. My pork chops in this case were very thin sliced pork chops, so it's not taking that very long, but you have to be the judge of that. If it's not done, put it back in, put it on low, and let it cook a little longer. That's how I cook my pork chop. And note that it's 8:18 and I was ready to take them out. And this is what they look like after I took them out. I put them on a piece of paper towel and a paper plate before I transfer them to a regular serving plate, because I want to make sure that as much oil has drained out of them as possible. Make sure that you remove your skillet from the hot eye that you've been cooking on, because you don't want to burn that oil and cause the smoke alarm to go off. But that's the easy way, simple way of frying pork chops or chicken.